Doesn't matter to me if it's Monday, if it's Friday, Sunday, they're all the same. Just because it's Monday doesn't mean I get to half-ass it. Because it's Friday, it doesn't mean I get to celebrate. Or if it's Sunday, I get to sit on the couch and have an excuse to be lackadaisical. That's not the mindset up here. What each one of those days means to me is that I have an opportunity. And it's an opportunity to make a fucking difference. To build my legacy, to be a pillar in my community, to be a role model to my family and my friends. Every day, an opportunity. Every day. So take advantage of it, because time is always ticking. Look guys, super simple. If you don't take the time to invest in preparation before you embark on your journey or your activity for that day, you're wasting your fucking time. I'm okay with being uncomfortable. I welcome the pain. Because that pain is the heat of transformation. And that's what it's all about. Knowing that if I do this today, not waiting for tomorrow, today, I'm going to be better for it. You have to get more comfortable spending time with yourself. Less distractions. Spending time up here. When you spend time with yourself, it's the only way you become self-reliant, self-motivated, self-sufficient. Preparation and execution, two dangerous words. If you don't take the time to actually prepare your day, sit down, write out your priorities for the day. What's important to you? What's gonna get you to where you wanna be? What's gonna move the needle on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? If you don't ask yourself these questions, what you'll find after a week, after a month, after a year, 5 years, is that you were going through the motions and you never really received the results you were looking for. Because you're going about your day in a lethargic, zombie-like nature. You had no direction. Zero. So if you're gonna apply effort, you might as well know where the fuck you're going. Have a little bit of direction. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So prepare, sit down, get clear on where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and everything else will unfold. But it all starts with that vision. Preparing the steps that are necessary to get there, and then executing every single day. Carve out a little bit of time, get an understanding of your macro vision. Clarity long-term is going to help you navigate the day-to-day. You might not know every step during the micro. That's okay. But having long-term vision is going to help navigate you through life. You know, every single interaction, every single activity I do, I try and understand why. When I spend time with my wife, it's about love. It's about building memories. It's about enhancing the human experience. When I go to the gym, I'm there to sharpen my mind. I'm there to enhance my physique externally and internally. When I go to work, I'm there to make money. I'm there to make a difference, impact businesses and families. Very, very clear on why I do what I do on a daily. That is abnormal. I just challenge you to get an understanding of why you do what you do on the macro, so you can then reverse engineer on a yearly, monthly, weekly, and then daily. And every single step, every single action you take has purpose. When you can get that granular over time, every action builds up to monumental success. And that's what it's about. Get clear, macro vision, micro execution. Having the awareness of how you're spending and allocating each minute of your day is a massive unlock to your day's productivity. When you can get clear on the time blocks that need to be allocated for certain tasks, you become extremely effective, extremely efficient. You know, we live in a time where distractions are all over the place. And if you're not clear and purposeful with your minutes, you're going to find yourself consuming more than producing. And that's not the life you want to live. You want to produce. You want to create. You don't want to consume. There has to be a point where you become the teacher and you're no longer the student. And that comes through action and execution. Day in, day out. Make the most of those minutes, because they'll add up to something extraordinary. That's what it's all about, baby. It's not about waiting for the perfect conditions. It doesn't have to be sunshine and rainbows out here, guys. It's about learning how to dance in the fucking rain. Being in the right state of mind, That's everything. Don't start your daily activities. Don't embark on that journey or that endeavor until your mind is solidified. Your body's in the right state. If you walk into that activity cold, nothing but poor results. If you want to hold yourself to higher standards, maximum results, you need to take the time and invest in preparation. That's the only option. A warrior doesn't walk into the Coliseum and then stretch when he gets in there. He's warmed up, he's fucking ready to kill. And that's how you gotta be. Don't walk through these doors until you're mentally ready. And if that's the case, you have the audacity to walk through there half asleep, you might as well turn back around through those fucking doors you came through and don't come the fuck back until you're ready. Because you're wasting your time. You're wasting everyone's time. Results, performance, execution, all of that on a very high level is only possible if you're mentally prepared. If this up here isn't right, everything else is gonna follow. Shit up here, shit results. Always, every time. So invest in preparation. Welcome to pain. Say hello to it. When the pain knocks on your door, don't say goodbye. Let it in, because that pain is the heat of transformation. Well, look, guys, you can sit there and look at the task all you want. You can spend time debating and trying to see it from different angles. But it ultimately boils down to just putting your head down and working really fucking hard. There's no substitutions, there's no patches, there's no workaround. If you want the greatness, you gotta work for it. There's no shortcut to success. Put your head down. Keep your mouth shut and execute. That's the only way. Yo, let me give you guys a quick 60-second unlock, which in fact isn't that secretive. It's a truth that we all know, but we have a hard time getting past it, and it's the truth of discipline. We understand it's painful, it's uncomfortable, but we also know that it equates to freedom. We all have those goals and dreams, those wide aspirations that we think about on a daily, consistent basis, but we have this challenge of actually putting rubber to the road. Why is that? Because every time we actually commit ourselves, it gets a little uncomfortable. We don't like that. And therefore our mind goes somewhere else and we say, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. You put it off and you procrastinate. And tomorrow turns into a week, and a week turns into a month, and then a year. And then time expires at the end of your life. You look back and what do you have? One word. It's regret. It's regret. And so you have to be willing to sacrifice short-term pain today so you can live the rest of your life on your terms. Real simple fucking equation, guys. Short-term pain equals tomorrow's betterment. Get used to it. Ingrain that in your skull. Discomfort today is okay, because you're willing to pay that price for tomorrow's betterment. Here it is, boys. That's where the magic's gonna happen. Late night meetings. Hustling. Do your actions match your ambitions? I don't know. It's okay. I give you the permission to detach. Spend some time by yourself. You're not going to be missed. You spend so much time trying to get everyone else to understand who you are, but you never took the time to invest towards understanding who you are. So ask yourself, who are you? Who the fuck are you? You don't know. So start spending time. Understand who you are. What's going on up here and what's in here? As you spend time with yourself, you become more self-reliant, self-motivated, and self-fucking sufficient. And that's a dangerous, dangerous skill set that very few people have. But if you can understand that on the other side of pain is the person you've always wanted to be, and you have to be willing to sacrifice your comforts of today for tomorrow's betterment. And that always starts with harnessing the pain, using that negative energy as positive. That way you can begin to weld the life of happiness and success and freedom, triumph, have resources at your disposal that all is the byproduct of pain. When you guys are able to get to that point where you can have just a little bit of a mental adjustment and understand that how you do the small things is exactly how you need to do the big things, and how you do anything in life is technically how you do everything in life. That's the mindset you gotta have. It doesn't matter who's watching. It doesn't matter if it's no one or everyone. It's the fact that you're doing it. Therefore, your name's attached to it. And so every single task that you begin has value. Think about it, guys. Are you in that dangerous place, that dangerous level of consumption, overproduction? How much do you consume on a daily basis? I'm not talking about nutrition. I'm talking about content. There's so many distractions out there. When we're at work, we're on our desktop watching YouTube. When we're with our spouse, we're watching Snapchat and scrolling Instagram. When we're at the gym, we're texting and doing all this other shit on the side. But we're really not focused on the task at hand. Therefore, we're not producing. We're constantly consuming. You see the difference? If you actually took a fair assessment of your day and analyzed how much you're consuming on a daily basis, I think you would be astounded at how much time you're wasting. And you're feeding someone else's fire. You're not building your own fire. Produce, produce, produce. Whether you're at work, you're at the gym, you're with your family, get laser focused on the task at hand and nothing else. Don't get distracted by all the other things. Real simple mindset shift. Just be aware of all the things that you're consuming, because you only have so much mind space in a day. And if you're using it all up, it's like a computer. If you overload it, it starts to overheat. You hear the fan turning on, doesn't necessarily perform and compute as well. Same as with your mind. So you have to be real selective about what you put your attention towards. And hopefully it's positivity. It's things that are producing for yourself, for your family, for your legacy. So if you're gonna apply effort, you might as well know where the fuck you're going. Have a little bit of direction. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So prepare, sit down, get clear on where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and everything else will unfold. When you understand that today's short-term pain will equate to tomorrow's betterment, it makes it so much easier. And when you can get to a point where you recognize, okay, this activity is painful, but if I do it, and if I don't only check the box, but I commit to it on a high level and I execute with excellence, then my betterment tomorrow is going to be on a whole new level. So commit and go through it. If it's hard, do it hard. If it's difficult, that's okay. Accept it and pride yourself on the fact that everyone else is going to sit down, shy away, turn their back on that task. At the very most, they're just going to go through the motions. But if you can pride yourself on going through those painful moments with excellence, callousing your mind, sharpening your tools in the arsenal, then tomorrow you're going to gain all the prosperity. And that's what it's all about. It's having that mental mind shift and understanding, you know what? I'm okay with being super fucking uncomfortable. I mean, look, guys, the truth of the matter is that although I go to the gym every day, twice a day, I promise you, I am not excited and enthusiastic to go every single time. There are moments and pockets of my week where I'm running on E, nothing but fumes in the tank. But I go anyways because I understand that most individuals in that moment of decision would skip out on the task. Then there's a few that would commit to the task, but half-ass it. And then there's a select few. A select group of warriors that I pride myself being amongst, that understands that I committed to the task, and I'm going to commit with excellence, because doing anything is only worth doing properly, because that's the only fucking option. Tonight's the night. It's the night that I step into the Coliseum. I've been training for this. I've been mastering it, and then I remastered it. And I'm ready to apply my efforts. And along the journey came roadblocks. Pulled quad, pulled hammy, strained groin, but I'm here. What matters is that I showed up tonight. And I made sure that this was solidified, because I know that the rest will follow. If this is the command center, everything else will follow. If this is gray and cloudy, everything else, it can't react properly. And so not only did I train my body, but I trained my mind for this very moment. health or no health. It doesn't matter. My mind is so ready for this night. And I invited every single one of my family members because there's a very good chance that I could die tonight. And if that's the case, at least I have one last opportunity to say my goodbyes. And I'm okay with that. I absolutely love life, 100%. I'm extremely grateful for the life I've lived. And if I were to die tonight, I'd be okay with that. Because I'm exactly where I need to be. I have no regrets. Would I be sad? Sure. And if I were to die, I would ask that you don't have sorrow, you don't have pity. Don't mourn. Because I would have died doing exactly what I want to do. Living life on my terms. And while I'm living, I understand that most people, in their attempt to preserve life, they fail to have ever lived at all.